What's up, everyone? This is the Next Tape Podcast, episode 148 with Mikel and
Tanyka.
where we have conversations on different topics. So, on today's episode, uh, we'll be talking about three different topics today, and Tanyka will be giving us the topics.
Yep. So, we're going to be talking a little bit about Wasaga Beach because Wasaga Beach is failing, but we'll talk about that. We're going to be talking about, well, I meant to say Zellers, but my autocorrect put it to Zellers, but Zellers is back. We talked a little bit about Zellers, but I think that's changing a little bit post-debate. And we're going to be talking about, well, I say possible casting for Monster Season 4, but we now know it's legitimately happening because they're actually, I think, filming Season 4 now. But we'll still talk about it. I'm good talking about it still anyways. So there won't be any spoilers for Season 3. Technically, though, I'm hopeful that we would have already talked about it in our Netflix episode if someone has actually watched the second or third season of Monster.
Right.
But we'll talk about it then. Don't worry about
it. Okay.
All right. So, first topic, Wasaga Beach. So, the world's longest freshwater beach has been long been dubbed Ontario's summer playground, with 70% of the population living within 2 hours of its shore. You've been to Wasaga Beach, right, Mikel?
Actually, no, but
Really?
I heard it's a very popular beach, by the way.
Yeah, I went there when I was 9, with my dad and his girlfriend at the time and her daughter. I went to Wasaga Beach then. It was fun, it was cool. But it's how it was, almost 20 or almost 30 years ago now. It's not how it is.
People were talking about like it was their favorite drunk spot or something like that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, yeah. But like I'm talking like I don't know, people are actually doing like drugs on the actual beach, but yeah, it's fun and it's kind of sad what it's become since then, but we'll talk about it. So late August, so I guess this year, the largest group along this 14-kilometer stretch of sand isn't sunbathers and swimmers, it's actually protesters. So they drove in from Toronto and nearby towns to challenge a new provincial land use decision that they say threatens to irreversibly harm the summer home of one of Wasaga's regular visitors, piping plovers, which apparently are tiny, lively, endangered birds that have visited this beach every summer since 2007. Don't know what the heck that is, but they're birds, so it's fine. So if you're lucky, you'll get to see them bouncing like popcorn across the dunes. So that's pretty cool.
Right.
Over the past 2 decades, up to 5 nests, sometimes way more, have been found annually in the northeastern parts of the beach amid the sand dunes and shrubbery that have been deemed and treated as protected habitat, meaning they can't be raked. That protection has been possible because this 142-hectare beach is part of a provincial park managed by Ontario's Ministry of Environment. More so Ontario Parks, along with almost 1,214 hectares of dunes and natural land connected to it. Per its management plan, the Wasaga Beach Provincial Park is unique in Ontario, possibly in Canada. It is a provincial park located entirely within an urban area, and for that reason, often perceived as an unwanted monster being forced upon the town, limiting economic growth and tourism in favor of ecological preservation and access. The provincial parks management plan codifies this tension almost constructively, promising to help manifest a complete serviced resort community with extensive park facilities by stages to the year 1990. So the plan says, quote, as a park within a community, it should also provide some community-oriented recreational opportunities for the residents of the resort town. 35 years later, yikes,
Mhm.
Wasaga Beach is Ontario's most popular provincial park, hosting more than 1 million visitors every year. But it
Mm.
isn't the promised resort and recreation community. Um, so a maze of construction fences and bulldozers block access to the warm, shallow shore at 2 of 8 consecutive beaches that make up the strip. The yellow and orange barriers hide colorful Wasaga signs, and a shuttered arcade and restaurant and a handful of food trucks sit idle in large empty parking lots waiting for the final customers of the season. But beyond all this lie the choppy waters of Georgian Bay under a fluffy blue sky. There's no shortage of sand and water to enjoy, but some say that isn't enough. For years, the town has expressed frustration with the Environment Ministry's management of the park, citing a lack of facilities, infrastructure, and cleaning. Repeatedly, the town has asked the provincial government for control over the beach that defines it, most recently in November of 2024. And now there is a provincial government in power that is listening, apparently. Um, So in the park were the last most important naval battle in the war. Oh, I think I cut that part off. Damn. Anyways, this is spectacular now, and it's going to be even more spectacular. Um, which Ford, I guess Doug Ford, said in front of the entire
Mhm.
town council and reporters at an empty beach. Then he announced the province would transfer parts of the provincially owned and protected beach and waterfront to the town
Mhm.
as part of this effort to boost tourism and economic growth, promising the beach will remain public.
Mm.
The news took many by surprise over the summer. Residents and business owners in the town of Wasaga Beach have become concerned about the lack of transparency and details surrounding the plan. May tell the Norwal, like the not the animal.
Mm.
It all seems sudden, poorly thought out, and harmful to the environment that defines their town. They
Mhm.
also fear it could set a precedent for parts of other uh, provincial, I think, parks.
Mhm.
Adding to the concern is the timing. The
Mhm.
Ford government passed Bill 5 shortly before the announcement, legislation that centralizes decision making with the province, reduces environmental oversight, and weakens endangered species protections.
Mhm.
So, again, those birds that we've talked
Mhm.
about is one of those things. The provincial parks legislation is the last law standing to protect plover habitat. Again, the birds. Without that in effect in Wasaga Beach, some worry these tiny endangered birds will be without a summer home to raise their young. Oh,
Mm.
well, I mean, here's the thing. I don't know, like, if they're thinking because Wasaga Beach, like, you could go to Wasaga Beach and you could swim in the water and feel like you're going to be safe. Like, it still looked like clean water, especially when I went when I was 9. I don't think that's the case now. I think
Mhm.
Wasaga Beach is looking a lot more like Ontario. Um, so I wonder if like that's part of the problem,
Mhm.
but they're just not thinking about the big picture
Mhm.
of Wasaga Beach because it's more than just the actual swimming in the water or, you know, going down there for whatever reason.
Mhm.
There's like it's
Mm.
a bigger picture. And I guess we're just
Yeah.
the government's ignoring that part. But
Hmm.
anyways,
Interesting. Huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a fun spot. Anyways,
Yeah, it is. It is a fun spot because, like, like I said, that used to be a lot of people's spot back in the day. It used to be,
yeah. Oh yeah. Let's
yeah.
go
So,
take a beach. Let's go take a beach. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It was
I'm
the
like,
place
is
to
it?
go to.
I'm like, what is this? Is it some type of wonderland I've never been to? It's like,
No, but it's
yeah.
again, I was a child, so I don't remember. But I
Yeah.
remember going to Wonderland
Mhm.
when I was 9, the first time I went, and then we drove from Wonderland to Wasaga Beach, and
Mhm.
we stayed in the hotel by Wasaga Beach, and then we went to the
Mhm.
actual beach the next day. So,
Mhm.
like, I don't remember us driving for, like, a long, long time, so I think it's, like, maybe around there.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
maybe, like, an hour or so out, but from Wonderland.
Mhm.
Um, so, yeah, but anyways.
Yeah. So I have a fun little nugget.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the anime Dragon Ball?
Like,
Tanika?
the show?
The show, yeah.
Well,
Dragon
yeah,
Ball.
when I was a kid, yeah.
So basically, the Japanese version of Dragon Ball. Uh Goku's, you know who the main character, like Goku, right? You know who Goku is, right? The main character.
It
With
has
the,
not been that long since I watched Dragon Ball Z. Yes, I know who Goku is.
okay, so Goku, the legendary voice actor, Masako Nozawa, has been named one of Japan's persons of cultural merit. The 88-year-old becomes the first voice actor to receive the prestigious honor. So, so if anybody would know about the award, the Person of Cultural Merit title is one of the Japan's highest civilians honor, awarded annually to individuals who have made exceptional achievements in art, literature, music, and other cultural fields. So, um, I have been told like she's getting paid. The government gives her payments every annually. So like because of this award, I'm
Mm,
trying to go to research. Okay, so basically, she's gonna get paid 3.5 million yen. That's $23,000 USD yearly.
okay.
Yeah, she has been doing this acting again for like 60 years.
Okay.
60 years. Uh having the first voiced the Goku in the original 1986 anime over the decades. She also portrayed Gohan and Goten, so the sons of Goku,
Yes.
becoming an irreplaceable part of one of Japan's most global recognized franchises. So basically, do you know the economy changes as soon as they release a new Dragon Ball series or series or movie in Japan? It's crazy how much it changes in Japan. Like they basically depend on uh that piece of art to
Mm,
change the economy. So like yeah,
mm.
yeah.
Well,
So yeah. That's awesome for this Misako. She deserves it. Uh, because like the actual English voice actor, if I remember his name, is a is a male,
mm,
and he's been doing it for like I don't think he's been doing it longer than her.
mm.
But um, let me just remember who he is in Goku. What's your fond memory of Dragon Ball?
Oh God, don't ask me that. I'm not gonna remember. Honestly, like my childhood felt like a fever dream, to be totally honest with you. So like
Really?
I don't remember when it comes to like the TV shows that I watched and stuff. Not like yeah, no, when it came to my the show that I watched,
Mhm,
that's the fever dream.
mhm.
So like obviously I remember the shows that really stuck for me, which was like Sailor Moon,
Yeah,
Pokemon, Hey
yeah.
Arnold, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
But like Digimon, Dragon Ball Z, those are the
Yeah.
shows that are like I have no recollection. You know, I watched it, but I had
You
no
didn't you
recollection.
didn't watch the original, like the Dragon Ball, like when Goku was like a little kid,
Oh
like
yes, I did.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah. whatever played in the 90s. That's early
Mhm.
2000. That's what I was
Mhm.
watching.
Mhm.
But like I don't have a lot of memories of it.
Mhm.
Like I remember God, what was his name?
Mhm.
Um gosh, shoot. Not obviously not Goku, not Gohan. There was what was the green dude's name? There was a green dude, I swear to God.
Piccolo.
Um Piccolo. Yes.
Piccolo.
I remember
There's King
Piccolo.
Piccolo and then Piccolo. Yeah.
I remember Piccolo.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
the unless it was
There's
Goku. No, it wasn't Goku. It was
Krillin, the bald head guy.
who?
Krillin, the small bald head.
I remember him, but I didn't remember his name. I remember him though. But it was there
Mhm.
was a guy that had hair that's stuck up, but it wasn't
Yeah.
Goku.
Talking about Master Roshi.
Ah, whatever. But
Yeah.
it's for me, like I remember there being Dragon Balls. But like I remember there being
Yeah.
a dragon, but I don't remember much
Hmm.
else.
Hmm.
Um I don't remember much else. And I remember like my mom didn't particularly like me watching Dragon Ball Z either. So she thought it was violent, but she also didn't like me watching Pokemon either because I think she thought it was
Really?
like a cult fault. Yeah, she thought it was.
Pokemon? Oh, wow.
Yeah, because remember back then, people thought that Pokemon was like a cult. Like it
That's
had like a cult following, and that. I think that was my mom's issue with Pokemon.
that's funny.
Yeah, but
She
like
said,
that's something that we all thought about back in the 90s, but like we all know
mhm,
it was nonsense, right?
mhm.
But that's what
Yeah.
we thought like parents and kids even would
Mhm,
think as
mhm,
well
mhm,
about Pokemon. So I think that's like my mom preferred when I watched things like Rugrats
mhm,
or Hey Arnold.
mhm,
My mom
mhm,
loved me watching Rugrats and Hey Arnold because
mhm.
like again like Rugrats followed me and like I watched that show for the longest time. And it still holds a special place in my heart as an adult. But
Mhm.
unfortunately, Dragon Ball Z was not one of the things that carried through
Yeah.
for me, so I just don't remember everything. But I watched
Yeah.
it. I watched it.
Yeah.
I watched it every day. I watched it, but I just
Mhm.
don't have a lot of memories.
Well, actually, my first memory was waking up every morning watching the original Dragon Ball, and
Hmm.
I was so like intrigued. I remember like eating a waffle every single day. I'm just like eating and
Yeah,
just
for
watching on
me,
top. And then there
Drag
was Power Rangers. Go ahead.
Dragon. No, I was just trying to say Dragon Ball Z for me did not come on in the morning.
Yeah, no Dragon Ball. Early morning, like 6 a.m. in the morning. That's
Okay.
still yeah.
Yeah, no,
Because that
I
was
don't.
more kid friend. That was more kid friendly than Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z was like, I was like, that's where the action increases,
Yes.
etc., etc.,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
It,
So for me, I watched Dragon Ball Z. I didn't
mhm,
watch Dragon Ball.
mhm.
I don't think I ever watched Dragon Ball.
You didn't
If
watch
it
the original, the
if
first one?
I
Oh,
did, I don't remember. But
hmm,
Dragon
hmm.
Ball Z, I did.
Yeah. Dragon Ball
Um,
Z came like later on in the night, like
later on, like
after
in the
school,
afternoon.
7, 8,
Not even that late.
9ish.
Not that late. It was earlier. I feel
Really?
like
7,
yeah,
6?
I feel like it was
I
like
think it is.
5 or 5:30 on YTV.
I could have sworn it came on like because
No,
I
I
remember
don't
when it
because
came.
I
It
wasn't
was.
watching TV that late. Usually I got to watch TV up until because I would
Mhm.
watch the TV in the living room. I probably was watching TV up until about 6:30. And then once Wheel of Fortune came on, y'all, that was it. The TV's being changed to Wheel of
I
Fortune. So I was definitely watching Dragon Ball Z though before that.
just sworn
Yeah, no. I
the
remember,
4
man.
hours.
I remember.
It
It's
because like I remember at the time that one
maybe it did
that's
come on again, but
it,
it yeah.
possible. Yeah.
No,
But
I
yeah.
watched it in the day. Like it was like
Mm-hmm.
Rugrats was at 3:30 or something like that. And then it
Mm-hmm.
was Pokemon was on at some point.
Yeah,
Digimon when
Pokemon
that
came
came
like
on was on at some
yeah, those are
point.
like yeah, those came around at 3 in the afternoon. Yeah,
A
Pokemon.
little later. A little later. Pokemon I think was but after Rugrats. I think Rugrats was first. I remember that being first. And then they do Pokemon, and then they would do Digimon when that came on,
Mhm.
eventually when that started. And then I remember Dragon Ball Z would come on. It'd
Later.
be around 5:30, 5,
Mhm.
5:30. Um, and I remember they had like a Addams Family show they used to watch that would come on at 6 o'clock. Hey Arnold was mixed in there as well. So I watched Hey Arnold as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Um, and that was basically that.
Mhm.
I mean, I feel like Doug came on at some point too, but I feel like Doug was more, I watched Doug
That
more
was more
on
weekend. Is that more week?
weekends.
It was more
Yeah,
weekend.
weekends
Yeah.
was Doug.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's like
Yeah.
what I remember, that kind of the weekly lineup being
Mhm.
after school. Because for
Mhm.
me, my school ended at 3:15.
Mhm.
So I was usually home by 3:30. And that's when I would start
Mhm.
watching shows. So and do like homework or whatever. So
Mhm.
yeah, no, I definitely watched Dragon Ball Z before that because like I said,
Yeah.
once 7 o'clock rolled around, Wheel of Fortune was on, man. Wheel of Fortune,
Mhm.
then Jeopardy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that was it for me. I didn't get to watch TV again after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd watch Wheel of
That's
Fortune and
yeah.
Jeopardy.
I kept continuing watching Dragon Ball ever since then. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball yeah, GT, and then the new one, Super, and then all the movies that has came out, the old
Yeah,
movies, the newer
I
movies.
only watched Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
I've seen
I,
clips of
I
the
still,
movie,
yeah, yeah,
but that's it.
yeah. And I still follow to this day. Like I
Yeah,
still
I gave up.
have the new video games, the newer video games like Dragon Ball, Sparkling Zero that came out like last year. Yeah, like, I still follow to this day. I'm still a big fan of the anime. Um, the English dub voice actor, Sean Schemmel,
Hmm.
if I butcher his last name, my bad, guys. But yeah, he's been a voice actor for over, like, perhaps over 20 years, I believe, as Goku, the
Hmm.
English dub actor. So he's done Dragon Ball Z, Super, and video games and movies as well. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just been a fan, and their 40th anniversary, I think it's either this year or next year, and they're revealing more stuff like next year. So like, I know the creator of Dragon Ball has died. Let me see. I want to get this right because I don't want to be an a-hole. Yeah. Akira Toriyama. Um, is his name. Um, he died, yeah, last year, 2024, March 1st.
Hmm.
Rest in peace to him. 68, very young.
Oh yeah, wow.
Very, very young. So like, but yeah, he died from a blood clot in
Oh,
his brain. Yeah,
ah,
sad. It's sad.
yeah. That
Yeah.
that's
So
hard to know when that's gonna happen.
yeah,
You don't know when that's gonna happen.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, thanks to him. Thanks for making one of the greatest piece of art in the world, and yeah, hopefully all the real estate goes to I don't know what happened because people were just saying that like Dragon Ball was in a drought, but I'm guessing they were handling the things behind the scenes because of his death,
Yeah,
and
that's usually what happens when
yeah,
someone
yeah,
dies. Their
yeah,
yeah, their stuff
yeah,
like that's
yeah, it gets transferred to like and then
well, not transferred. Any profits goes to the estate,
yeah, the
but
state and then
yeah, and then whoever is in charge of the estate, well, that's another situation. But
yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
goes to the estate, and then
That takes a while, doesn't it? Like it takes like a few.
what do you mean?
Like, something like that will take a few months, right? Or could be
No,
years. Okay.
no, that's automatic.
Oh,
As long
okay.
as someone has established a will, and it's
Mhm,
more
mhm.
the stuff that could take longer is stuff that has nothing to do with Dragon Ball Z necessarily. It has more to
Possible.
do with the personal, like, assets and expenses and that kind of thing.
Mhm,
It's
mhm,
that
mhm,
stuff that can take a while, but that
mhm.
has nothing to do with,
Yeah, yeah,
this
yeah.
type of
That's
situation. That's
that's
nothing that fans or anything is gonna know or see unless you're doing your research on
obviously
that.
well, obviously, yeah,
Yeah.
100%. But yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's it basically. Hopefully the voice actor gets is living great life as she is. Okay, that's it.
I mean, I hope that's a lot of money over there.
Oh,
$23,000
23,
here does this not a lot, but
23. Yeah, $23,000. I
it's not a
mean,
lot.
yeah, I know, I know.
That's not no one can survive
By
on $23,000
by
a
the
year.
government, I mean, you want to get paid by the government every single year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's like, is she getting residuals or anything like that? Like, something to. I mean, of course, you said she's 88, so
Yeah.
I'm sure she's also fine that she would have had money from previously, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But and $23,000, I mean, from the government is obviously a good amount of money.
Hmm.
I'm just saying, like $23,000 by itself, one could survive on that. But I hope that's
I mean,
not
like she plus she
in
has
Japan.
yeah, it's probably not a lot, but like possibly she probably has other you never know. She probably has other avenues job. Like she probably gets like stuff from
That's what
the
I'm
other
saying. Does she get
Dragon Ball
residuals?
movies,
I
possibly, and
imagine
yeah,
she's not working now. She's 88 years old.
hmm.
Um, so I imagine she's not actually working. Um, but maybe hopefully she's getting residuals or something. But honestly, like I don't know how things go in Japan, but no one gets money off of residuals anymore. Not in at least the Western
Yeah.
side
Uh,
of the world. But I can't speak on Japan or
I mean,
anywhere else.
she gets voice acting gigs every single time the Dragon
And
Ball
she's
movies or something.
still
Yeah,
doing it.
she's still doing it. Yeah, she's still
Oh,
doing it.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, I mean, if it's, I guess it's, it's, she's having fun doing it, or it's her passion or whatever, so maybe she's
Hmm.
making money that way, but my God,
Hmm. Hmm.
88 years old. If I'm still
Yeah.
working at 88 years old, my God.
I mean, she loves it. Like I would
Yeah.
do that at 80
I
years.
mean, listen, I love my job too, but I'm done at a certain point. I'm not working at 88 years old. But that's a little different than what I do, so whatever. All right, let's move on to the next topic. So this is the whole Zeller situation. So yes, for those who live in Canada, you're probably thinking Zellers. The hell? Well, after years spent closed and out of the spotlight, Zellers is making a return and it's getting its new start in Alberta. So starting whenever this was, I can't remember what date of this one, but I'm gonna say around August. So shoppers at Edmonton's London Dairy, like the name
Mhm.
of that mall, can take a walk down memory lane at the iconic chain's new location, though without much fanfare. It's a very soft launch. They're opening quite slowly. This is said by Henry Zavri- Zavriek, who is the CEO of the mall's owner, Liad, in an interview with CTV News,
Mm.
Edmonton. The new location will be housed in one floor of a former Hudson's Bay location, one of the many across Canada that closed their doors after the retail giant went out of business in June, as we know.
Mhm.
Liad says the revived Zellers is the country's first to occupy a now former Bay store. The Hudson's Bay's name and trademarks have since been sold to Canadian Tire. Definitely.
Mm.
I have seen the
Yeah.
Bay, like, for example, the stripes.
Mhm.
I've seen them at Canadian Tire.
Yeah, I heard that they're donating some of the um those tribes to homeless shelters and etc.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
that's a whole separate situation. But like the
yeah,
fact that you can buy them
yeah, that
still,
too.
you
Yeah,
can go and you can get them at like
the
I've
Canadian
seen a
Dollar,
Canadian Tire. Yeah, I've seen
right?
I'm pretty sure I've seen Canadian Tire. Yes. Definitely saw Canadian Tire. I feel like
Yeah.
there's somewhere else that I saw it too. But yeah, I think it was Canadian Tire. Maybe I'm just
Mhm.
mixing it up for me. But anyways, um, so though the company says that the Zellers brand, as well as the ongoing revival, are not part of that deal. So this is separate.
Mhm.
Quote, I think Canadians are pretty excited, said the retail expert Bruce Winder in an interview with CTV News. Canadians have seen this story before, though. Yes, we have, because we have heard, oh, sales is coming back. And it really didn't. But So in 2023, when Zellers was still owned by Hudson's Bay, the retailer made a brief revival through a series of pop-up locations inside Bay stores. Can attest. Though that was not to last. Technically, though, the one in the Eaton Center was still there until they closed. I'm just saying. This time, Winder notes that things may feel different than the store shoppers remember. Quote, it only really includes fashion products, so women's, men's, children's fashion, or clothing and home goods. It's kind of cherry-picked the higher margin parts of the former Zellers, but we'll have to see what the pricing's like and what the products are like. Um, to stay competitive in a new decade, because
Mm,
again, let's face this, Zellers has been gone for a really long time. Winder says Zellers needs to understand its customers. It has to
mhm,
have a clear target market, whoever that is, whether it's the value customer or what have you. It has to have the right value in the marketplace, the right combination of quality and price.
I agree.
Mhm.
Mhm,
As for the question on everyone's minds,
mhm,
unfortunately, it's not yet clear whether the beloved Zellers restaurants, which I did not remember about till this very second,
mhm.
will be part of the comeback, which something tells me probably not. So, not
So
yet anyways.
so they're not like obviously they're starting with one store, so they're not thinking about
The
like
one
in the
store in
future.
Alberta, they're not thinking about that yet. They want to see what's going to happen first. Because again, yeah, Zellers, so again, like they've mentioned, this deal through Hudson Bay
Mhm.
before they closed did not include Zellers.
Oh,
Even
really?
though, yes, it did not include Zellers, it only included some of the merchandise from the Bay,
Mhm.
which was most likely the iconic Hudson Bay stripes, right?
So who's the person that's putting up sellers? It's not
I don't
Canadian
have
Tire.
that name. I thought
Mm,
I did, but I don't have that name. But someone
interesting.
else,
Hmm.
and that's maybe bought Zellers from Hudson's Bay or something. I don't know. Um,
Whoever it is,
but
be smart about it because
whoever it
like
is, be smart about it. Be-
don't go ahead.
Is that because the Hudson's Bay, like they've mentioned, tried this? They said, "Oh, we're bringing Zellers back," but they actually really didn't. They just put up these pop-up stores
Mhm,
within the Bay locations.
mhm,
Um, so, like for example, for those people who knew the in-center location,
mhm,
um, their pop-up Zeller store, which they were equipped to do that in that bigger store,
mhm, mhm,
the Zellers pop-up was across from the Lindor pop-up, which was kind of right by the escalators down on the um concourse level.
right.
So that's where it was.
Mhm,
And it was this little small little area. There was nothing to it.
mhm.
So it's like, and they've mentioned, I remember seeing this maybe in a different article, but they said like Zellers was the cheaper route for people
Yes, it
who
was.
couldn't necessarily afford going to a different store or going to the Bay, although the Bay was not as expensive as it was towards the end of its
Mhm, mhm,
life.
mhm,
Um, you could afford to go to the Bay.
mhm.
Um, it it was a cheaper side of things. And it was like I wouldn't necessarily call it necessarily it was a big box store, obviously, but it
Mhm,
wasn't
mhm.
like a Walmart or, the kind of store that had groceries. And at the time, yes, it was like a Walmart because Walmart didn't have groceries at that time.
Mhm. Oh
So at the
yeah,
time,
I
it was
remember that.
similar to like what Walmart used to be.
Mhm.
So it, that was appealing
Yeah.
to people. You could go, I remember my mom going in there all the time, getting baby clothes and that kind of thing.
Mhm,
You don't have that cheap option anymore, except for maybe Walmart.
mhm.
Um, and with Zellers, I mean, honestly, if they can do this and do this right with the times that we're currently in,
Yeah.
this would be amazing
Don't
because
yeah. Yeah.
Zellers is
Yeah.
is a Canadian store.
Mhm,
People who want to stray away from American stores and
mhm.
American brands, I mean, that might be a little tougher than American brands, but American stores. Zellers is a perfect option. if they can do this properly, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Start there. Look at the research. See if the
mhm,
people want it.
yeah.
Don't go Target and just go spread your like think you're big shit and just go there. Oh, we're
Target
going to
was a
this
different
location.
situation
That's because they thought they were big.
because
This.
well, here's the thing. They were, though. That's the
I
thing.
know, but
Target was the
oh,
big because
they should have.
people in Canada would go into the States to shop at Target stores because Target was so much cheaper. But what they didn't account for, and what I think the
Mhm,
consumers didn't
mhm,
think of,
uh-huh.
is that you're not going to get Target prices in the States as you can in Canada because you
I
have to take into account the exchange. It's going to be so much different.
I
We didn't
agree.
think that part through,
I
right?
I see
Target was a different situation, in my honest
see,
opinion,
see
versus
if I was
Zellers.
if I was the CEO of Target, I would have put it in certain locations, space it out a
They,
little bit
but
more.
they took over every
Every single
single Zellers
Zellers,
location.
which makes no
Makes no
sense. I'm like,
sense.
yeah, it's just
They
like,
went too fast,
yeah, the wasted
too
too much money.
quick.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I mean, oh
They
my
should have,
God.
yeah, they should have went the Costco route. That. See, they're making money. You
And
see,
that's the thing. Costco, but the thing is, that people actually go to Costco, right?
yes, yes.
But that's the thing. They don't have Costco locations in every
It's
city or every town,
that's what you should
right?
do.
They
Yeah.
have it Oshawa, then there's nothing in Whitby. And they
Mhm.
have it in Ajax, and yeah, I don't think there's anything in Pickering, right? They don't have a Costco in
Mm,
Pickering.
no,
Uh,
there's no just
Right.
Ajax. That's it.
Just Ajax.
And then
And
Oshawa.
then you go into like Scarborough, Toronto area. It might be a little bit more
Yes, spread out. Yeah,
spread out there, right? So
that's what you do. Get
that's the smartest thing to do.
hmm get
So
get people wanting it more.
yes,
Yeah, yeah,
you gotta make people work
yeah,
for it. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
then you go from there.
yeah, yeah.
And now, like, look at that space, like
Mm-hmm,
The Target space or Sellers slash Target space, where they were has now been split into three or four different stores.
hmm
Um, and that whole stretch was the Zellers. But like that's why I said like now if Zellers were to come, I don't know where Zellers was going.
I think it would be successful.
I
I
think it
do
would be
think,
successful.
but the
I
thing,
just
yeah, this thing
wonder
is
like where would you
that
go
this the I they
if
start
they
with
go to the
they
same
start
like idea.
they they start with Alberta. They start from there.
Yeah.
They
Start in
look
one
into
province,
give
start
it
slow.
give it a couple of years. Give it like
Maybe expand in Alberta
yeah,
and see then like what happens
yeah,
after
yeah.
that.
See what happens, and
Yeah.
then you start from there.
Yeah.
Then you start from there. And yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. That's it.
And seriously though, too, like with a Target, I'm still on Target. With Target, you literally see the the corpse of Target
hmm
because like those stupid red balls, like the red balls that they put in
Yeah,
front of the store.
yeah. I still see some of the cards as well. Like there a couple
Because
times.
wasn't there not a Target in the Pickering Town Center too, right? Like where
Yes, there
Farm
is.
Boys is now.
Yes.
Yeah. Do
And
they still have the red balls there? Or did they ever
um,
have red balls there? I don't even know.
no, no, I
I
don't
don't think
think
I ever
so.
went to that location.
They don't
Okay.
have
Yeah,
any.
but in the Ajax location,
Mhm,
they have the red balls
mhm,
sitting there in front of it. It's like the only reason that these are even here is because of
mhm,
Target, because they were never
mhm,
here before Target. And now they're here and they probably just didn't like, well, we'll just leave them here. So
mm,
because they're still there. Target's been gone for like 10 years or more at this point. Um,
yes.
or maybe, well, maybe not quite as more because I think when I got my job at the job that I had there,
2013 or 2013, I believe. I
was it
can't remember.
2013?
Yeah, so
Oh, yes, it was 2013. So yeah, it's been about 10 years or more, a little more than that.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so it's they've been there since 2013 and it's like the only reason these stupid balls are here is because of Target.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. I come
They're
from a
hmm
place where he worked at Target. I
hmm
worked at Target for like 2 weeks.
Hmm.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
whatever.
It's sad. Sad.
Fine.
Sad. Anyways, yeah.
I wasn't into it. I didn't understand the hype. Like, what's the hype?
And I didn't know what it was
I
since
didn't know what it was
when I
either.
started. I
I
was like,
like
started.
I went into there once or twice when they opened,
Mhm.
and I went and got like I had jeans that I think I got from Target that I actually really liked. But other than that, like I was unimpressed by the clothing. I didn't see any difference with Target
Mhm.
versus like any other place. And I'm just like, the spoiler alert, their biggest competitor is Walmart. And I'm just
Mhm.
like, you're not going to beat Walmart. Because here's the thing with Walmart. I feel like Walmart did exactly what we were saying here. They started slow.
Mhm.
Um, but Walmart has been here since I was like 4 or 5 years old.
Mhm.
In its original location, anyways, that I can remember. And here in Ajax, about 4 or 5 years old. And then they moved to where they are now. And they've been there for I don't even know now, like been
Mhm.
a long time, almost 30 years. And they did it right. And they're still here. See the
Mhm.
difference, Target?
Yeah.
Walmart's your biggest competitor, yet
Yeah.
Walmart has been here and is still here. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well, the only thing that they don't have it anymore, Walmart doesn't have anymore, is McDonald's in the locations or, just Burger Kings. Now they don't have the one here, the Burger King here is gone now too. I
Burger
was like,
King, that's supposed to be McDonald's.
yeah, and I think their contract has been
You don't have a
over.
McDonald's in your Walmart and a Pickering anymore?
No.
What?
The Ajax one, does it have a
Yeah.
McDonald's in?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Still there.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
I'm
weird. I
so
thought like I thought that's like a thing.
yeah,
McDonald's
interesting.
and Walmart go
Maybe,
together.
maybe,
What's going on?
maybe, maybe some of them have Burger King, maybe some of them
I don't
different type
know.
of restaurants.
I've never seen anything besides a McDonald's and a Walmart.
Yeah, it is.
Even
Yeah,
the
it is.
one in Oshawa that's on
Mhm,
Harmony and Taunton,
mhm, mhm,
it's it's a McDonald's. At least when I was still going to school there, it's a McDonald's. It's not anything else. That's so
mhm.
weird. Pretty
Yeah.
sure the one in Whitby, and I would only see that's a little trickier.
Mhm,
No, no, no. The McDonald's that I'm thinking about is not in the same plaza as Walmart.
mhm,
But
mhm,
pretty sure I saw a McDonald's in that one. That was like a year ago.
mhm.
So that's weird.
Yeah, maybe in some location that are like basically not that are not successful. They don't
I
have a
don't know, man. I think
the
that's unique to
McDonald's.
you guys.
Yeah,
I
McDonald's
haven't heard
because
about
like
that anywhere else.
yeah, I don't know. I
That's
don't
weird.
know.
Burger
It's
King of all things?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It was kind of good. It was
All
kind of good.
right.
Like, the burger
Whatever.
is not bad, but yeah.
Well,
But
Burger King's not my favorite thing. Sorry.
yeah,
It's not.
A&W. A&W is my favorite burger place. That's
Yeah,
good.
A&W is okay.
A&W, Harvey's.
Harvey's, yeah. Harvey's makes your hamburger a beautiful thing,
Mm.
as they
And
say. So,
anything that's home,
mm.
anything that's homemade.
I'm okay. I'm okay either way. Like, I don't really
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
Um, but it's just weird because I feel like McDonald's and Walmart go together.
Hmm. Yeah, I know.
Like two peas in a
So,
pod.
I know. I know. So
um, but
yeah.
anyways, this final thing that we'll talk about now. Again, not gonna spoil it. Have you? Okay.
Hmm.
Again, like I'm saying, we're recording this prior to recording our Netflix episode,
Hmm.
which has this is coming out after that. Have you watched Monster yet?
Hey, listen, I've been sick for the last week.
You
I
have
haven't been
no
watching.
excuse because you've been
I
sick. You have
have
nothing else to do.
I have been watching anything. I've been trying to get better.
We have a podcast to record
I know. I
in a
know.
couple
I'm trying.
days at
I
least.
will get
You need
that
to get on
done.
that. You need to binge
Yeah.
it.
I think
Uh,
it's like 4 episodes or 8.
4 episodes. It's like 8.
Uh, I'll get it done. Don't worry. I'll
Well,
get it done.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to spoil it. I'm gonna have to because like
Yeah, go ahead. Go
we
ahead. I
can't
just
talk
want to
about it
remember. I
Well, not
probably
now. I'm not
remember.
gonna spoil it
Yeah,
now, but
yeah,
you
right.
have a couple of days, 2, 3 days. I'll give you 2, 3 days
Yeah.
to get this done
Yep.
so that we can talk about it. Because I'm
Yep.
also do remember we talked about it. There's an episode coming
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna definitely spoil everything for you. So,
Yep.
okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be spoiling Ed Gein
Mhm.
yet,
Mhm.
but so for those people who have watched this season of Monster, knows that the actor who plays Ed Gein is Charlie Hunnam, who is fantastic
Mhm.
as Ed Gein. That's so weird for me to say, but he's fantastic at what he did. I will. Oh, I have like. Okay, okay, forget it. It's fine. This is not necessarily spoiling anything, but for those people who watched it and you watched, I think it's Roger Speck. I don't know much about it. I don't know much about him. He's a serial killer, but I don't know much about him. Um, I think it's Roger Speck. I think is his name, or something like that. But the actor who plays him, y'all, just gonna say, if by any chance you're like me and you watch that and you're like, I know him from somewhere. Where do I know him from? He is the freaking bully in Hocus Pocus. The guy with the long hair. I was like, wait a minute. When I found that out, I'm like, okay, of course Mikel has no clue what I'm talking about. But
Mhm. Mhm.
when I found this out, I'm like, that's him? I was yikes, man. He looks the exact same except for the fact that he has short hair now and he's older. Um, but yeah, I was like, well, it's him. Anyways, Charlie Hunnam, that's why I'm here. He's gonna be staying in the monster world. Like I said, I think they have started filming season 4 already.
Mhm. Mhm.
But he's gonna be staying on for season, I guess season 4,
Mhm.
where they're gonna be doing the Lizzie Borden story. I have talked a little bit about Lizzie Borden on this podcast before, but we are gonna be doing a full episode about that case. But I
Mhm.
will be waiting until after this season comes out, so we're not gonna get spoiled.
Mhm.
Um, but he's apparently staying on,
Interesting.
and here's the difference. Now, if you know the story of Ed Gein,
Mhm.
you know the story of Lizzie Borden as well. You're
Mhm.
gonna see the contrast difference here.
Mhm.
So Charlie Hunnam plays Ed Gein, who's the monster in the equation. He is going to be playing Lizzie Borden's father. So without giving anything away, it's obviously two very different characters. Um, so that's going to be very interesting to see him
Mhm.
again without spoiling anything, playing
Mhm.
the father. So yeah, that's basically what's going to be happening. So
Mhm.
they do have Ella Beatty, who's going to be playing Lizzie,
Mhm.
while Rebecca Hall will be playing Lizzie's stepmother, Abby.
Mhm.
And again, if you know who that is, you know who that is. You know the story of Lizzie
Mhm.
Borden.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
Vicky Krieps will play Bridget Sullivan, who is the maid in the Borden household. So again, not to spoil anything, this will all
Mhm.
make sense later on once we actually see that. Now this article does go into the story a little bit, so I'll stop it there because I'm not going to spoil anything.
Mhm. Mhm.
For anyone who doesn't know the story and you want to watch Monster, or like for Mikel if he wants to watch that
Mhm.
without being spoiled. I'm nervous about Lizzie Borden, I will say. Um, because if it's anything like the Menendez brothers and they showed everything, I'm a little nervous about season 4. Um, so it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. That's what it is. But anyway, that's it for me.
Okay. All right. And that's it for me as well. So this ends episode 148 of the Next Tape Podcast. The Next Tape Podcast is available on all podcast platforms. We also have a website called Tanika.
nexttakepodcast.podpage.io,
And where else we at?
Facebook and Instagram at Next Take Podcast, and Twitter, TikTok, and Blue Sky at Next Take Pod.
And you can contact us on our email at mikeltanyka@gmail.com. That is mikeltanyka@gmail.com. So, yeah, we talked about like 4 topics on this episode.
Mhm.
Do do you want to confirm
Yeah,
what
we
we
talked
talked?
about Wasaga Beach. We talked
Mm-hmm.
about we talked about Charlie Hunnam and the
Mm-hmm.
new Monster
And then we talked
season, and we talked about what was the other
the
topic?
the Dragon Ball voice actor Miss Sako Nizawa.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we talked about Zellers as
yeah,
well.
and Zellers is all too
Yeah.
as well. So, yeah, pretty interesting episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And anything else you want to confirm, or that's basically it?
No, I think that's it.
All right. So I'm Mikel, and
And I'm Tanyka.
we're out until
Thursday.
Thursday. Peace, guys.
Bye.